we are in New York City. I'm currently sitting in my hotel room with my mom. Trudy is here. So I am in New York City for literally 48 hours with Tresemme. I'm here to celebrate the launch of their new collection. This is the new gloss collection. They have a couple products in the line. As most of you know, because I've spoken about this so much, I'm not the biggest traveler, and traveling gives me a lot of anxiety. And honestly, I had told myself at the beginning of the year that I would say yes to more opportunities, because there's been so many times where I've said no to travel opportunities because it made me too nervous. So when I got the opportunity to come to New York with Tresemme, I said yes right away. I asked my mom if she wanted to come with me. Number one, as my emotional support mom, but number two, just to enjoy New York with me. So we've been doing just that. We're staying at the Standard Hotel, which is in Chelsea, like the meatpacking district, and we've been walking around the area. It's so nice. I've been to New York so many times, and I feel like I haven't really explored this particular area as much. So I'm part of like the Canadian crew that they brought to New York. I think there's about 12 of us, including the PR team and the girls from Tresemme. And last night we went to Beauty in Essex for dinner, all 12 of us, and had a wonderful evening. We just ate and chilled and chatted all night long. It was really great. And then tonight there is the big event. It's like the main reason why we're here. I'm kind of freaking out, okay, because Paige was announced as Tresemme's newest brand ambassador. When I first found out that she was going to be the Tresemme brand ambassador, because she announced it like maybe a week or two ago, I threw my phone across the room. I was so excited because I knew I was going on this Tresemme trip, and I just had this feeling that she was going to be there tonight. It just kind of made sense. She's also from New York, so I felt like, you know, of course she's going to be there. And then there was confirmation that she is going to be there tonight. And oh my God, I am so beyond excited. I am the biggest fan of Giggly Squad. I am a giggler through and through. I listen to Paige and Hannah every single week. Their podcast brings so much joy to my weeks. And it's so funny because in my video that I did where I talk about all the things that I did in 2024 that like made my life better, I talk about Giggly Squad. A podcast that I discovered this year that I am so thankful that I discovered because it has brought so much joy into my life is Giggly Squad. One of my biggest wishes for 2025 is to see them live. I would absolutely love that. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I'm putting it in my manifestations. And at that part of the video, I say that I'm manifesting seeing them live, like on one of their tour shows. And I kind of feel like I manifested this because I'm not seeing them live, but I'm going to see Paige literally in person. My mom's looking at me like, you're crazy. So I knew when I heard that she was coming, I was like, I kind of want to give her gifts from my stationery shop of like my cat merch. Hannah and Paige just absolutely love cats. They talk about their cats all the time, and Paige actually has a rag doll. And I also have a rag doll. Our cats literally look identical. So before I left, I packed her an entire gift bag. Let me show you what I brought. I did write a handwritten note. Should I read it? Paige, first, thank you for the weekly giggles. I can't even tell you how grateful I am to have discovered the pod. You and Hannah are absolutely iconic. I simply couldn't resist gifting you some cuties from my stationery shop. I am a woman in the arts. I too am obsessed with my cat and the cat designs we're calling your name. They're all inspired by my cat Gus, who just so happens to be Daphne's twin. Naturally, I had to include some goodies for Hannah too. Enjoy everything, Jamie. So we have the I'd rather be at home with my cat tote, which I swear when I made this, I was thinking of them because I was like, I feel like this is very Paige and Hannah coded. I mean, it's Gus, but it looks like Daphne. So they just launched their new book, so I had to include some bookmarks from my shop, and then I have a note that says, for your new book. So I thought that was thoughtful. Then I included a bunch of single stickers that I felt like gave Paige and Hannah vibes. Of course, we have the cat sticker sheets, obviously. This looks like Butter, which is Hannah's cat, and this looks like Daphne. Then I got List Girl pads, one in blue, one in purple. I didn't know if she was a pickle girl, and I feel like I should know this, but I didn't. But because this is such a popular thing in my shop, I thought that this would be cute to include, and I did put a note that said, to BH, unsure if you're a pickle girl, but still wanted to include. I have never done something like this. I'm very nervous. Like, I'm for sure gonna be fangirling. I'd rather fangirl and like tell somebody how cool they are and like how much their art means to me than like play it cool. I just feel like that's so much more authentic. I told all the girls that I'm with here on the trip, like my plan, that I want to give her this gift, and they're gonna help me. So yeah, wish me luck. By the time you see this, I've already done it. So I'm excited to give you the update at the end of this video of what actually ends up happening. Oh my God, I'm scared for future Jamie. I'm so scared for her. With that said, gotta get ready for this party tonight. I have the sickest outfit. I cannot wait to wear it. The theme is black, sparkly, shiny gold, because black and gold are the brand colors. And then this is all about gloss because the products are all about gloss. They're supposed to make your hair super shiny. All right. See you with the hair. So we actually were getting our hair done by some amazing stylists. Gabby did my hair and she did such a good job. I think this was probably one of my favorite styles I've ever done. I mean, it was a really simple half up, half down, but she just did it to perfection. She smoothed out all my hair with a straightener and then gave a very, very light bend / wave with a curling iron and then slicked back and gave me like the perfect half updo. And that's actually the new Tresemme Gloss Spray and it makes your hair so shiny. It's crazy. Okay, hair is done and it looks stunning. It's exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna put the picture that I showed her right here because it's like copy paste. I don't know how she did it, but wow. So now I have to do my makeup. I have about an hour and a half to get ready, which is more than enough time. I actually need to take off whatever makeup I have on right now and restart. There's nothing like taking off your makeup to immediately put more makeup on. And I'm honestly not 100% sure what I want to do. I don't know if I want the eyes to be super smoky or if I want them to be more simple. My outfit is definitely very loud and I kind of want that to be the focus. The outfit is definitely the star of the show, then the hair, and then the makeup. But I want my face to look very snatched. We're gonna start off first with the eyes. They actually gave us some eye masks, which are kind of perfect because I'm going to use them to catch any fallout that I get, because I want to do my eyes first. So these are Grace and Stella eye masks. Very cute. They're energizing. So hopefully they're gonna make me look super awake. They're gold. How pretty. Oh my God, these are so pretty. So these are double duty. They're both going to hydrate my under eyes and also catch any eyeshadow that falls. I already put moisturizer on and I actually want to give myself a little bit of a massage just to get rid of any extra puffiness that I might have. I did bring a gua sha with me specifically to do that. I do feel like doing a little lymphatic drainage massage is a nice extra step before an event. I'm just putting a little extra moisturizer just to give my skin some slip. And I'm just gonna start draining my face to make me look as snatched as possible. I feel like the hair is doing a lot of the snatching anyway. It definitely gave me a mini facelift. I'm gonna put on another moisturizer because I just feel like you can never have too much. This is the Ombre Elise Milk Cream Concentrate. I love this for before makeup. I pretty much use this in place of a primer. I find it does exactly what I need. I just want my makeup to sit in a very cushiony way, and I get that by having as much hydration as possible. And I'm just gonna let that sink in as I do my eye makeup. I'm gonna take my Hourglass concealer, put that on my lid. This is just gonna be my eyeshadow primer. Okay, the eye masks were a good idea. They were a nice idea, but now I feel like they're just getting in the way. So I'm taking them off. So I brought my Makeup by Mario, what is this? The Ethereal Eyes Moonlight Palette. I really bought this because it just has like the most basic shades. I really just wanted to have like this type of shade and then sparkly colors to be able to add that on my lid. I'm gonna start by taking the cream and just put that on my brow bone. And then I'm gonna take this color, it's like a warm pinky taupe, and just put this in my crease. I just wanna add a little bit of shape to my eye, but I don't want it to read that I'm wearing a lot of eyeshadow. I'm gonna take a little bit of my bronzer. This is my RMS Beach Walk Betty, and just put that in the crease, just to give me a little bit more warmth. I'm gonna take this One Size eyeliner. This is so good and so long wearing. It literally does not move actually. So you kind of have to be really careful because once it sets down, it ain't going anywhere. So you can't really make a mistake with it. So I'm gonna do one eye at a time. I just want this to act as the base for my eyeliner. I just wanna get really close to the lash line here because I want the darkest part of this to be at the lash line, and then it's gonna smoke up. So this is gonna be the darkest part. So I want to get really tight just at the outer corner of the lashes. And then I'm going to take my pencil brush and just smudge it just a bit, just so it's not too harsh. I'm not going to worry too much about the sharpness of the outer corner because I'm going to sharpen it up anyway. But I just want the lid part to be nice and smoky. Just like that. That's perfect. Okay, now I'm going to take the matte black on a angle brush. and press that on top of where I put the liner just to set it even more and intensify it. I normally don't really use blacks in my makeup because the theme is black and gold. I mean, I feel like I have to do black and gold. It only makes sense. I'm actually gonna go in with a little bit of the matte gray on the pencil brush and just blend it a bit just to get a nice gradient going. And then for the last blend, I'm gonna take this taupe on a fluffy brush and just run that across everything to make it all mesh together. I'm gonna take a little bit of the gold shimmer on my finger and just pat that on my lid. I love these shimmers in this palette. It gives such a nice like scattered glittered effect. It's not too opaque, which I prefer for glitter nowadays. I don't want it to look like I'm wearing metallic eyeshadow. I want it to have like a nice shimmer. And this is just gonna tie it all together. And I always love to put glitter from my lash line all the way up to the brow bone. I'm not shy with it. The eyes are done for now. I will come back to it, but that's kind of all I really wanted to do. Now onto my base. I really want the base to look very sculpted, but still very fresh and glowy. So I actually think I'm gonna underpaint, which I don't often do. I've been loving this cream from Anastasia. These are the Smooth Blur Contours. This is in the shade Shadow. They are such great cream contour bronzers. They're creamy, but they have like almost like a powdery finish to them. So they look very smooth and not too glowy on the skin, which I really love. I'm gonna blend this out lightly, but I am putting a skin tint on top, so I don't want to blend it too much where it completely disappears. I'm also gonna take my cream blush and put that underneath my foundation as well. Looks crazy now, but I promise it's gonna all come together. Okay, for my foundation, I brought my Chanel Le Beige Touche de Teint Water Fresh Complexion Touch Foundation. This is like one of my go-tos. I kind of wish I brought something a little bit more full coverage for this trip, but it's fine. This is still really, really great. It's very natural looking. And that's why I feel like underpainting will work really well for this. And I'm gonna use a sponge to apply. Normally I would use my fingers, but because I'm underpainting, again, I don't wanna disturb it. So I'd rather bounce the foundation on top and not rub it. So when I underpaint, I first put the foundation on the parts of my face that don't have any color, just to get like a thin layer kind of everywhere. And then once I have less on my sponge, then I'm gonna start to blend where I do have the color. And underpainting kind of just gives you a much more natural effect. I am gonna intensify everything with powders though, because you do lose some color when you underpaint. And because my hair's up, I'm gonna make sure to hit my ears and really go down my neck. We do not want any demarcation line. I brought my Hourglass concealer. This is one of my favorites for full coverage, especially for events. This gives a very flawless, perfected look. I'm using the shade Silk. And I'm really going to sculpt with my concealer. Like I'm typically like fairly conservative with my concealer. When I really want to sculpt, I'm a little bit more generous. I find that like the concealer is really what starts to pull everything together because it cleans up the eye, it perfects everything. And that's when I can really tell like, okay, what do I need to add? What do I need to take away? Before I set with powder, I do want to contour my nose slightly. I actually should have done this like during my underpainting, but I kind of forgot. So I'm gonna take my contour and a small brush and just very lightly shade the sides of my nose. I'm also gonna contour around my lips, which just helps to make them look a little bit poutier without any lip liner, although I'm obviously gonna be putting on lip liner. Okay, powder, Makeup by Mario. I actually brought a powder puff with me to lightly bake. I don't mind baking with this powder because I find that it really is so light and it never looks cakey. It's very dry skin friendly, so I'm really working the powder into the puff and working under my eyes from the outside in to get rid of any creasing. The baking is really just going to like set everything in place and make it look extra smooth. I'm also gonna put some underneath my cheekbone just to clean that up, around my nose, on my nose, and the middle of my forehead. Kind of my entire face actually. Okay, now that I've baked, I'm gonna put powder bronzer and powder blush on top. So for my powder bronzer, I'm using my Armess. I really love this because it does have a little bit of a glow to it too. So it's gonna intensify the warmth, but also give me glow. And I'm really bringing this down my neck. I'm gonna put a little bit more of the cream. I kind of feel like I want more of a definition. I'm not gonna get it with that bronzer. So this cream does work nicely over powder, and I'm tapping it with my finger to really keep as much of the color as possible. Thankfully, this blends very nicely, so I don't really have to worry about it, you know, sticking in the wrong spot. Yeah, I feel like that's better. Okay, a little bit more blush. My Tower 28 Get Set in Sawtelle Slushy. It's very pigmented. You gotta be careful with this. And then I'm also going to layer another blush, another Armess product, Maiden's Mane. Stunning glowy blush. Layering that on top just to add a little bit of a glow. It doesn't add much color, but it does add a little bit and a little bit of like a beautiful sheen. How beautiful is that? I am gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Wand. It is so rare that I use like a dedicated highlighter. Kind of go all out when I have events. Like I will use 10 different blushes, 3 different bronzers. Like I pull out all the stops because why not? If you're not gonna do it when you have an event, when are you gonna do it? I'm gonna pop in a little bit of brow gel, Anastasia tinted brow gel. Before I put on my mascara, I'm going to do my setting routine. So I actually use 2 different setting sprays. I use MAC Fix Plus first to really calm down on the powders and make everything look nice and glowy and like want to get on my skin. And once that dries, I put on my one size Until Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray because this is like crazy glue for makeup. It will keep everything in place. I won't have to worry about anything going anywhere. Ooh, should I put lashes on?
Absolutely.
Okay, for mascara, M Cosmetics Shapeshift Tubing Mascara. Always a tubing mascara because I don't have to worry about it smudging. So for lashes, I brought these velour under lash lashes that you don't even need lash glue with. They just kind of stick. I've never used them before, so I'm kind of scared because I don't know how well they last. I have faith in velour, so maybe we should try and see. They look like this. I'm gonna take the long ones. That was easy.
You put it underneath or on top?
Yeah, underneath.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. That was the easiest thing ever. It's because there's glue.
It sticks on the lash?
And it just sticks on the lash. So you don't even see them.
Oh my god. You can't make a mistake.
No, you can't. It's kind of sick, actually. I put 2 of the long ones right on the outer corner. That looks really good. Okay, I kind of love these. That was the easiest thing ever. I've never had such an easy experience putting lashes on. And they look so natural. I just wanted like a little bit of that extra flick on the outer corner. And that's exactly what it gave me. And it doesn't look like I'm wearing lashes. It just looks like my natural lashes look really good. Wow! That looks fantastic. Setting spray time. Okay, we're done. I'm gonna do my lip after I eat because I just got a food delivery. We ordered Pura Vida. I got a little chicken bowl. Have a late lunch, early dinner. Also, as a little side note, I just want to say this mirror from Elios is the best thing ever. I don't normally bring a mirror with me when I travel, but this is such a must-have if you do and you want to be able to do your makeup in good light. It's super, super, super thin. I was able to fit it in my suitcase, my carry-on actually, no issue, and it lights up. So you can actually see yourself properly. Comes with this little tripod-like stand that you lean it up against, and it's seriously amazing. I will never not travel without this. When it came to my outfit, I was really overthinking it quite a bit. Being on theme is very important to me, and I really wanted to find like a very sparkly outfit, and I couldn't find anything. And then when I was talking to my mom, she was like, wait a second, I have the perfect thing. And she came through, and it is truly the coolest piece, and it couldn't be more perfect for this event. Oh, look at this! This is absolutely incredible sparkly sequin blazer with feathers. Like, this couldn't be more perfect. Oh my god, I'm so excited to wear this. So this is from Michael Kors. They were having this like sample sale or something. I don't really remember, but it was maybe like a year or 2 ago, and that's when she picked this up, and it's truly such a gorgeous piece. But first, before we put on the blazer, let's do jewelry. So we have these crazy guys. I'm not wearing both of them. I actually don't know if I want to wear these. Like, they're very cool, but I don't know. Okay, we have an ear cuff.
It goes nose sits low.
Okay, I have like a small silver hoop.
No, that's it. I wouldn't wear anything else.
Just like that?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. My mom is really taking one for the team and just taking the earrings off of her own ears to give them to me to wear. These are perfect. They're like a little bit simpler. I still feel like this kind of gives that little extra pizzazz that I want one of my ears to have, but as cool as those like fun ones are, it's just a little bit too intense. I feel like it's a little bit too outside of my comfort zone. And I'm already nervous, okay? Literally my entire outfit is supplied by my mom. I am obsessed. Like I don't think I've ever felt so good going to an event. This is just like the most fun, coolest outfit ever.
Let's do a close-up of the accessories. Oh, the face, the earrings.
The face, the hair, the earrings, the outfit. It's all working. I'm obsessed with this lip also. I just want to tell you what the combo is. Merit Bespoke for their new liners. I did say when I swatched them in my Sephora shop with me that I was like a little bit concerned with how sheer they are. I ended up buying one when I was here because I was like, you know what, I really just want to try it, and I gotta say they're really good. So I take back everything that I said on my first impressions. Because they're sheer, it doesn't give like a defined line, but I kind of like that in this type of color because it's like a contoury color. So it really just defines the lips and contours them without being like wearing lip liner, you know? Then I'm wearing Thanks It's MAC from MAC, topping it with my new favorite color from the Makeup Forever Super Boost, which is this really light one called Latte Glaze. And it's a very light beige, and it just gives like the juiciest pure nude.
It looks gorgeous on her.
It's really nice.
Oh, we forgot the shoes.
My shoes, I'm wearing these cute little guys. Don't look at my suitcase, Emma. It's a mess. These cute guys from Dior, I've had them for probably 8 years. They are perfect. They're black and gold. What could be better? And they're super comfortable and easy to walk in. This is the gift for Paige. This is the purse I'm wearing tonight. Also, of course, black and gold. Okay, see you at the event. It's the end of the night. I had the best night and the best time, and I need to debrief with you guys. This was probably one of the coolest events I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot of events. It was just so well thought out and so cool and so genuinely fun. The theme of the event was very like girls' night out. They had a bunch of different sections in the room. There was one section where they literally built out what looked like bathroom stalls. Inside one bathroom stall, they had a tarot card reader, and then inside another bathroom stall, they had this like really cool photo booth, and it was like playing off of how girls love to just like hang out in bathrooms. Where all the food was, they had a sign that said girl dinner, which was really cute too. And then in the second part of the room, there was like this giant bed where you can take like photos, and obviously it was giving like girls' night, sleepover vibes. There was a place to make charm bracelets, which I obviously did. Everybody there was so sweet. I met so many new people, and it was just so wonderful. And the best part of the night was meeting Paige. Paige walks in, and as soon as she walks in, I'm like freaking out, in awe. She looks absolutely stunning. I like didn't know like the vibe. Like I didn't know if I can just go up to her. I didn't know if I had to like kind of like ask somebody if I can say hi to her, because there was like a lot going on around her and I didn't want to like interfere in any way, right? So somebody from the Canadian team pulls me aside, was like, are you ready to meet Paige? And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, it's gonna happen. They just asked if you wanted to meet her. They bring me into like another part of the room, and she's busy like making content, like doing stuff with the other girls, and I'm just kind of waiting there. And then when she's done, they bring her over to me, and I immediately like just introduce myself and tell her that I'm a giggler. And I'll actually insert the video of the meeting, because Jacqueline Forbes, bless her, she got it all on camera, and I'm so happy that she did. I'm so happy that I actually have it to watch over, because I completely blacked out and I truly barely remember anything of what happened because I was so overwhelmed and excited. But essentially, like, I told her that I also have a cat who looks exactly like hers, and then I shared with her that I got her a gift and I have a stationery shop, and I gave her the whole spiel, and she literally said, oh my god, I love stationery. And I go and give her the gift, and she starts to open it up in front of me, which I did not expect at all. And it was just so nice. So we took a quick pic, and that was that. I went to go see the tarot card reader, and that was really fun. He gave me a great reading. I almost even got emotional. Like, it was a really nice, heartfelt reading. I was like, wow, okay, that really resonates. We basically stayed until there was very few people left. So it was overall just such a lovely, beautiful evening. Oh, and then everybody really liked my outfit. People kept pulling me aside and being like, your outfit's amazing. And that made me feel really good. So that was really, really nice as well. And things like this just, again, remind me, you don't need to be so scared. You don't need to be so scared of like trying new things and going out of my comfort zone and going to these events. Just like doing the thing. And very often I get in my head and I just don't. Always reminded of how great it all is when you just kind of let go. I'm really grateful for like all of this. Tomorrow morning we're going home. This was super quick. I miss Gus so much. I hope you guys enjoy this vlog / get ready with me / event experience. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye.